Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's episode, we are going to learn about the Vienna Gambit. As a beginner, I always relied on the King's Gambit and the London. So, these are the two openings I have always played. And now I have realized that in order to excel in chess, I should learn few more openings. And I'm starting with the Vienna Gambit. So what we are gonna do is I'm gonna learn Vienna Gambit obviously through internet, and I will share opening with you, and after the opening I will show you my few games playing with the Vienna Gambit. So if you are new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comment below if you like the video. So the Vienna Gambit start with pawn to e4, pawn to e5, knight to c3, knight to f6, pawn to f4. So the gambit start with black capturing the pawn. White pushes his pawn to e5. Here the legal move for black is to push his knight back to g8, because in any other position the knight will be captured. Knight to g8, knight to f3, protecting from future checks like this. So the best move for black here is to push his pawn to d6. White moving his pawn to d4. So if takes, white moves his queen to e2. Here black would simply move his bishop to b4. White moving his bishop to f4. And so the opening will look like this. Or if black doesn't capture the pawn or move his other pieces, white also can move his bishop to c4. So also he could castle. So this is the basic line of opening of the Vienna Gambit. What if black rejects the Vienna Gambit? So after the opening, here black will reject the Vienna Gambit and simply move his pawn to d6. In this position you could simply move your knight to f3. After this you can move his knight. If black move any other pieces like this, then you can move it like this, and in future you can castle. Also in this position black will simply move his pawn to d5. Here if you capture the pawn, after this the best move here is to move your queen to f3. So this is the simple line if black rejects the Vienna Gambit. So in game number 1 I played the Vienna Gambit and my opponent rejected it. So also in this game you will realize that how beginners will play. So the most of the beginners like me, I only looked in my pieces. So to excel in the chess you should also look at the opponent pieces, his move, what he's trying to do. So let's start with the game. The game start with typical e4, e5, knight to c3, knight to f6, pawn to f4, and my opponent plays knight to f6, knight to c6, rejecting the Vienna Gambit. I captured, black captured it back in typical pawn to d4 as it should be, and my opponent played knight to g4. So I played pawn to h3. Here I should have played pawn to e5. Anyway, after this, pawn to e5 captures the knight. White attacks, black attacks, and here I played my queen to s5. Here I should have played pawn to g4. So I retreat back to f3. Black captures the pawn at d4 and attack the queen. And in this position, I realized that I made a biggest mistake, and I realized I played like an idiot. So here I should have moved my queen here, and it was a checkmate. Simple, but what I did this. So guys, if you are beginner, especially beginners, you should not only look into your pieces, but you should look what your opponent is doing. So after this, my opponent plays a great move and threatens my queen. Here I played my queen to e3, and in the next move it was a royal fork. So in this point I started losing every pieces. So let's start. I lost my queen, capture back, lost my rook, again lost my bishop, lost my knight, lost my bishop. It was a trade but was not any useful. I lost my rook and a checkmate. So it is with game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to show you few more games on Vienna Gambit, but when I was playing with white, trying for a Vienna opening, all of my opponent didn't play the same opening I was expecting. That is why I could not show you more than one game. It might be because I have learned Vienna Gambit too late, and everybody else around me know Vienna Gambit more than me. So that is why I think I could not play the Vienna Gambit. So hope you'll understand, and if you want me to learn about any other opening, please let me down in comment below, and see you in the next one. Thank you.